Hello students. So today we are going to cover this chapter manufacturing industry, and this is I think the second last video, and then in the final video we will cover all the topics. In this particular video we are covering 6 industries after covering the iron and steel plants. So we will start with the aluminium smelting, then chemical industry, fertilizer industry, cement industry, automobile industry, and then IT sector, information and technology. So now we are starting with the aluminium smelting. What we will do, we will discuss the important points related to all these industries. So aluminium smelting industry. So this is the second most important metal based industry of India after iron and steel plant. This is your first point. So aluminium that is manufactured after drawing it from its raw material, that is called bauxite, the bulky dark reddish material from which it is after further processing bauxite is converted into the aluminium. So this is second point related to aluminium smelting industry. Then the next one is the features of aluminium smelting industry, that is like lightweight. So aluminium is known for its lightweight and its strength. So it is strong but light-weighted material. That is why it is used in the aircrafts industry, in manufacturing of aircrafts. So it is a good conductor of heat. That is why it is being used in the utensils. Then malleable. It has the feature of malleability. इसको आप तोड़ मरोड़ के अलग-अलग shape दे सकते हैं. That is why this aluminium is used for making the wires in electronic industry. So electronic industry में भी इसका इस्तेमाल होता है. That means कि you have to explain these features related to aluminium smelting. Next one is the chemical industry, and few important things you have to note it down. The first one that has been given in your book. The contribution of chemical industry in the GDP of India is 3%. That can be asked in 1 mark question. Then the chemical industry, as far as its plants are concerned, large and small scale plants, position of India in Asia is third, and at the world level the 12th position of chemical industry of India. Then chemical industry includes both organic chemical industry as well as the inorganic chemical industry. And this chemical industry, you can even add one more point that has not been mentioned here. You have mentioned that we can divide it in two parts, inorganic chemical industry and the organic chemical industry. Then uses, you can write it down. Many uses are there. Petrochemical materials, like the plastic, adhesives, paints, they all are manufactured with the help of chemical industry. And this chemical industry is helping the industrial sector by providing the chemicals. Then agricultural sector, it is also helping it because fertilizer that is used through this industry, and then consumer goods are made, like I have told you the example of adhesives and as well as the paint material. So this is the chemical industry, and then we are moving to the fertilizer industry, very important for our agricultural sector. So this fertilizer industry, that is including the nitrogenous, phosphoric, nitrogenous fertilizer, phosphoric fertilizer, ammonium fertilizer, and the mixture of the complex compounds where all these three important elements are mixed together. So that is under fertilizer industry. The important element potash, that India is completely lacking. That is why this potash that has been imported from the another countries for the further processing along with the other important elements of fertilizer industries. This is second point. Then third point you will write as far as the nitrogenous fertilizer is concerned. So the position of India is the third largest producer of nitrogenous fertilizer. This fertilizer industry includes the involvement of public sector as well as the cooperative sector. 10 important fertilizer plants they come under the public sector or the government sector, and one important plant in Hazira, Gujarat, that is under the cooperative sector. So that you have to write down. Then the next one is the cement industry. And cement industry, we know the uses of cement industry for constructional materials, for your houses, your multi-story buildings, your bridges, ports, airports, the big infrastructural projects, they all are done with the help of cement industry. So that first thing you will write it down by yourself कि इसका यूज कहां कहां हो रहा है सीमेंट इंडस्ट्री का, हाउ इट इज इंपॉर्टेंट. Then the second point is the important raw material which are used in cement industry. They are heavy and bulky in size. These are limestone, silica, alumina and gypsum. तो ये भी आपसे 1 मार्क के क्वेश्चन में आ सकता है कि कौन कौन से रॉ मटेरियल हैं. Then the important strategic centers of cement industry is mainly in Gujarat. Why in Gujarat? Because Gujarat has the port facility. So from these cement plants, the cement is exported to the different and various foreign countries. Now they are mentioning about the large cement plants in India and the mini cement plants. So 128 large plants are there and 332 mini plants are there related to cement industry. Next one, they are explaining to you कि cement industry is getting the huge demand from the local market of India. Just like iron and steel plant, India is a developing country, so it needs the various projects, various infrastructural projects. Dams need to be built, big buildings need to be built, airports need to be built, roads need to be expanded. All these materials, these projects cannot be done without the help of cement and iron and steel. So cement industry has a huge demand from the local Indian market, and then they are explaining to you that our cement industry is doing good as far as the supply to the local market is concerned and international market is concerned. So we are exporting the cement material, various kinds of cement materials to the South Asia, East Asia, Africa, Gulf countries, Middle East countries or Gulf countries are the those countries which are importing the cement from India. So it is that means earning a huge amount of foreign exchange for our country. And ये आपको ये भी याद रखना है, इस इंडस्ट्री और इस इंडस्ट्री दोनों में, और पर्टिकुलरली थर्ड वन इसमें भी, after liberalization, after 1990s, when we decided to open our market, we had done in the chapter number 4 of economics, globalization, कि पहले इंडिया की मिक्स पॉलिसी थी, हमने सब कुछ बंद किया हुआ था. बट आफ्टर liberalization or globalization in 1990s, we decided to open our market, and many of the industries and the control over those industries by the government, those controls were lifted. Market was open. Now the private players made competition with each other. As a result, due to the globalization and liberalization, cement industry got a big jump, big boost, and due to its competitiveness, now cement industry of India is competing at the world level. तो एक ये लिखा आपने, इसके साथ ही ये कंप्लीट हो जाएगा, and then we will move to the automobile industry of India. So first thing, after the liberalization that has been mentioned here, what happened after liberalization? We opened our market, we invited the foreign companies, multinational companies to come and set up their plants, like we had done in globalization chapter की Ford Motors, दुनिया की सबसे बड़ी car manufacturing company, that came to India and set up its plant in Chennai. तो उसी तरह आफ्टर लिबरलाइजेशन दिस ऑटोमोबाइल इंडस्ट्री दैट आल्सो grown rapidly due to the direct foreign investment, and now automobile industry of India is providing the vehicles for not only transporting the goods, different items, as well as the passengers. So you have to then in the next point explain what kind of vehicles we are manufacturing under this automobile industry. So we are manufacturing the commercial vehicles, passenger vehicles, trucks, buses, cars, scooties, bikes, three wheelers. तो इस हर तरह का जो प्रोडक्शन है इस ऑटोमोबाइल इंडस्ट्री से जुड़ा हुआ, दैट वी आर डूइंग इन आवर कंट्री. At present 15 manufacturers are there of different cars, commercial passenger cars, 9 of commercial vehicles, 14 of two wheelers and three wheelers manufacturers. ये बड़े बड़े जो नेम है दुनिया में, बड़े ऑटोमोबाइल्स इंडस्ट्री के अंदर जो बड़े नाम है, चाहे वो फोर्ड है, चाहे वो हुंडई है, चाहे वो टोयोटा है, चाहे वो अब किया की मार्केट आ गई है साउथ कोरिया से. तो इस तरीके से बड़े जितने भी मैन्युफैक्चरर हैं, दे ऑल हैव सेट अप देयर प्लांट्स इन इंडिया. तो अब वो दिन चले गए कि जब इंडिया में सिर्फ आपको पुरानी कारों में आपको सिलेक्टेड एक या दो मॉडल मिलते थे. अब दुनिया में कहीं पर भी कोई कंपनी, ऑटोमोबाइल कंपनी अपना कोई नया ब्रांड लॉन्च कर रही है तो वो उसका लॉन्चिंग इंडिया में भी देखने को मिलेगा. So, as a result of it, this automobile industry is growing at a very fast pace. Where are the important centers of this automobile industry? That is in Delhi, गुड़गांव, मानेसर हम जानते हैं. दिल्ली, गुड़गांव, मुंबई, पुणे, चेन्नई, कोलकाता, लखनऊ, इंदौर, हैदराबाद, बेंगलुरु, ये आपको कुछ इंपॉर्टेंट सेंटर्स दिए हुए इस इंडस्ट्री से जुड़े हुए जो हमें याद रखने हैं. तो इसके साथ ही आपका ये इंडस्ट्री भी कंप्लीट हो गया. और अब हम लास्ट में करेंगे जो कि इन सब में सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट है, दैट इज आईटी इंडस्ट्री, इंफॉर्मेशन टेक्नोलॉजी इंडस्ट्री. सो आईटी इंडस्ट्री, व्हाई इट इज इंपॉर्टेंट. अब इंडिया की जो इमेज पूरी वर्ल्ड में बदली है वो इस इंडस्ट्री ने बदली है, आईटी इंडस्ट्री ने. तो अगर आप दुनिया की सबसे बड़ी आईटी कंपनीज में चले जाएंगे तो आपको वहां पे 1/3 ऑफ द वर्कर्स they have origin from India. That means कि 1/3 of the workers, whether they are working in Korea, whether they are working in Japan or USA, UK, तो आपको 33% इंडियंस वहां जरूर मिलेंगे क्योंकि वो अपनी आईटी नॉलेज के लिए पूरी दुनिया में फेमस है. तो अब आपको ये बताया कि वन ऑफ द फास्टेस्ट ग्रोइंग इंडस्ट्री ऑफ इंडिया इज द इंफॉर्मेशन टेक्नोलॉजी और आईटी सेक्टर. Then what they are explaining to you कि this IT sector is providing employment to a large number of people. यहां नंबर आपको बुक में नहीं दिया हुआ. लेटेस्ट 2017-18 के डाटा के अकॉर्डिंग 4.5 million of people, that means 45 lakh people, they are getting the jobs in IT industry. अब हम IT इंडस्ट्री की बात कर रहे हैं, इंफॉर्मेशन टेक्नोलॉजी की. हम सॉफ्टवेयर कंपनीज की आउटसोर्सिंग वर्क की बात कर रहे हैं कि किसी कंपनी ने अपना अकाउंट्स का काम करवाना है, वो चाहे अमेरिका की कंपनी है तो वो यहां पे अपना वर्क आउटसोर्स करती है और यहां पे बैठे हुए आईटी एक्सपर्ट उनका काम करके उनको रिटर्न कर देते हैं. या हम सॉफ्टवेयर, डिफरेंट काइंड्स ऑफ सॉफ्टवेयर जो डेवलप हो रहे हैं वो इसी इंडस्ट्री के थ्रू है. आपका जो कंप्यूटर का वर्क है, आपका जो नेटवर्किंग का काम है, जो आपका इंटरनेट से जुड़ा हुआ वर्क है, ये उस इंडस्ट्री की हम बात कर रहे हैं. तो इसमें आईटी इंडस्ट्री में मेनली दो तरह की सर्विसेज आएंगी. वन इज द आईटी सर्विसेज एंड सेकंड वन इज द बीपीओज. तो बिजनेस प्रोसेस आउटसोर्सिंग वर्क, दैट इज द टू इंपॉर्टेंट सेगमेंट्स ऑफ आईटी इंडस्ट्री. फिर आपको इसमें अगली बात बताइए कि एक तो मैंने आपको बता दिया वन ऑफ द फास्टेस्ट ग्रोइंग इंडस्ट्री. सेकंड आपको बता दिया प्रोवाइडिंग जॉब्स टू मोर देन 4 मिलियन पीपल ऑफ इंडिया. देन थर्ड वन इज द मोस्ट इंटरेस्टिंग इंपॉर्टेंट फीचर ऑफ दिस इंडस्ट्री इज दैट इट्स 1/3 वर्कर्स आर विमेन. तो हम विमेन पार्टिसिपेशन की बात करते हैं तो इस अकेले इस सेक्टर में 30% ऑफ द वर्क फोर्स they belong to the women folks. So this is very important feature of this IT industry. It is also contributing in earning the foreign exchange. तो जो हम सर्विसेज प्रोवाइड करते हैं दुनिया के दूसरे देशों को अपनी आईटी सेक्टर के थ्रू, आईटी कंपनीज के थ्रू, तो उनके थ्रू हम क्या कमाते हैं? फॉरेन एक्सचेंज, डॉलर्स अर्न करते हैं. देन नेक्स्ट वन इज द कंट्रीब्यूशन इन द जीडीपी. ये आपकी बुक में नहीं दिया हुआ, आप डायरेक्टली इसको मेंशन कर सकते हैं और करना भी चाहिए कि आईटी सेक्टर इज कंट्रीब्यूटिंग 8% इन द जीडीपी ऑफ आवर कंट्री. 8%. तो इसका कंट्रीब्यूशन आप लगा लीजिए कि 8% कंट्रीब्यूट कर रहा है, और अगर आपने देखा पूरी टेक्सटाइल इंडस्ट्री मिलके 4% कंट्रीब्यूट कर रही है, और ये एक छोटा सा सेक्टर आईटी सेक्टर जो है देश की टोटल कमाई का 8% जो है वो कंट्रीब्यूट कर रहा है, एंड दिस इज अकॉर्डिंग टू द डाटा ऑफ 2017। ये मेंशन करेंगे आपकी अकॉर्डिंग टू 2017 डाटा। एंड देन द लास्ट वन इज द this IT industry is providing jobs to the educated youth of India who are highly skilled. So in this way we have covered all these topics. I hope you understood each and everything. So now time to say bye. Thank you for watching the video. Have a nice day.